picture speaks 1,000 words, but here are 10 unsolved photos that will leave you baffled and confused. You be the judge. One of the most famous religious apparitions of all times, Our Lady of Zentor, was observed over a staggering 2-year period starting in 1968. First spotted by a Muslim bus mechanic, the glowing form of Virgin Mary was mistaken for a woman preparing to jump from the roof of the Church of St. Mary's. Police investigated and found nobody on the roof, but from that point forward, the glowing ghost of Jesus' mother appeared multiple times a week, being photographed many times without any real explanation as to the cause of the phenomenon. Murder scene photos typically help investigators put together pieces surrounding a death, but what St. Pittsburgh, Florida cops snapped in 1951 has baffled us for over half a century. The death scene of Mary Reeser was a grim and bizarre one. The woman's entire body has been engulfed by flames, consuming everything but her left foot, which was intact. The intense heat has actually shrunken her skull, but bizarrely nothing else when the room was touched. The photo baffles forensic investigators to this day. The famous photo was taken by a fireman by the name of Jim Templeton. Templeton claimed that the photo shows a background figure wearing a spacesuit and insists that he did not see anyone present when the photo was taken. Templeton said he was visited after the photograph was published by 2 men who said they were from the government, and after he explained everything to the 2 men, they became angry and drove off. Who's really lying? I'm not sure. Black Knight is a mysterious satellite of unknown origin discovered in 1960. It is believed to have been of extraterrestrial origin and signaled back old radio waves from the 1920s and 1930s before it disappeared. In short-wave patterns analyzed by astronomer Duncan Lunar, it is revealed its origin as the star system as it was 13,000 years ago. The Cooper family sitting around a table just days after moving into the old house that they just bought, and on their first night they took this picture after dinner without any incident. But when they developed the photo, the falling body appeared. Is this really a falling body or a ghost of the previous owner? Nobody knows. The photograph was taken in 1941 at the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Canada, and when the museum digitalized and placed online the collection that included this picture in 2010, some internet users noted that a man in the photograph appeared to be dressed far too modern for 1940. The idea that the man in the photograph is a time traveler hinges on 3 items: a logo t-shirt, a small portal camera, and a wraparound sunglasses. The painting was painted in the 15th century. It is one of the many paintings that alien theorists claim has extraterrestrial objects in them. In this case, the object is hovering in the distance behind the Madonna. A man standing in the background with his dog also appears to be looking up at the UFO. Here is another mystery crime scene that features the victim in a very unusual state. On the evening of August 20, 1966, the body of 2 men were discovered in the foothill around Rio de Janeiro. When police came to investigate, a few things stood out. 1, the man had absolutely no sign of any physical trauma, and 2, they were both wearing thick lead masks over their eyes. The discovery of the cryptic notebook didn't help matters much, nor did the multiple UFO sightings in the area. The cause of their death is still unknown half a century later. This photo is certainly unsettling, but it's the backstory behind it that puts it into full-on creepy territory. In April of 1922, the residents of the Bavarian region realized they haven't seen the family of Hinder Kaifek farm for some time. Party went out and discovered all 5 family members and a maid brutally butchered and laid to rest in the barn covered in straws. Bizarrely, few valuables has been taken, with the jewelry and gold left out in plain sight. And the animals has been fed recently, even though the family has been dead for a week. Police interviewed over 100 people but never even found a suspect, and the case is still a mystery. The man with the black umbrella in the Dallas crowd on the day of the JFK assassination remains an enigma to some and a sinister figure to others. One of the bizarre theories about Umbrella Man comes from Robert Cutler. Cutler claims that the umbrella was a weapon firing poison dart that hit Kennedy in the throat, paralyzing Kennedy to set him up for the headshot. He's a mystery to this day. Well, there you guys have it. That's my 10 unsolved photos, and hopefully I haven't given you nightmares. Until my next video, have a good day.